welcome to Tran wins. Until we die, nightmare mode. So we're gonna go and flip to season just for a second to show you what the differences are currently. So every one of these lit up mods is what happens when you fight in season. In normal mode, none of these things are enabled. Okay. So up to here, mushroom overgrowth produce 1 unit less food. We'll go to nightmare. So everything past that are the new ones. Let's start with all the differences from normal mode. Clutches of eggs will spawn en masse after a couple shots. So be aware of that. I will pull some tricks off when dealing with them though, and I think it's actually easier having it this way. This is probably what I think decreases the difficulty of the game. There are fewer mushrooms and supply crates on the map. Mutant and growth health increased by 40%. That's a substantial increase. A regular mutant takes 10 hits. Now he takes 14 hits. On normal mode, dogs have 75 hit points. On hard mode, dogs have 105. Wall intent cost increased by 15%. Generally, this means about 1 more scrap per everything. No additional tramps on the map. So in normal mode, you have 3 tramps to begin with, and then you can find more around the map. In season mode, you have 3 to begin with. You cannot find any on the map. And then on nightmare mode, you start with 2. Let's see, the player starts the game with 2 followers. Growths appear 1 day earlier and evolve faster. Mushroom overgrowths produce 1 unit less of food. So instead of 5, I produce 4 food per patch, and there's fewer patches. Construction takes 20% longer, so it's slow. Night is 30 seconds shorter, so that is, the game is faster now, and that's bad for you. Merchant spends more travel time and takes more food. That's also very bad for you, and he takes 10 food. That means you need 3 mushroom patches every time you want to send the merchant out. That means every day you want to harvest 3 mushroom patches before he returns. If you want to, constantly have him bringing people in. The player starts the game with 2 followers, we covered that, and the kitchen attracts 1 less dweller or tramp per shift. Alright, let's go and begin. I'm sure the voices will sound the same as last time. I am actually doing them again. It's just going to sound the same because I'm the same person.
Commander, we are approaching the station. The handcar is back on the move. I'll be back tomorrow with reinforcements.
Alright, so I'm prioritizing the ability of the workers over Ivan this time. Last game, I mentioned specifically you don't want to wait around for your workers. This game, I'm doing the exact opposite, because I only have 2 guys. And so my entire army rests on these 2 soldiers here. So rather than running over to collect that food, I'm actually recovering my stamina. Stamina does not regenerate while you're walking, so you must stand absolutely still. I've bound this to something I can just have held down the entire game. There's no toggle switch for that. But yeah, I'll collect the food in a minute. Generator started. We can set up our camp.
Alright men, let's get to work. Follow my orders, explore our surroundings, build this place up, and stay alive.
About a screen range when your guy's in the center is good range for getting your guys to rejoin your snake squad. This alien grass here tells me that alien overgrowth will appear tomorrow. If you are in the area watching it, it does not spawn an overgrowth, but eggs will hatch even if you're there attacking. The thing in front of me is an advantage. It's a thing you get for surviving a certain number of days. It's an ammunition factory. It enhances damage done by firearms. Red cartridges do not ricochet, requires engineers to operate. Once I secure it, I can put in 1 engineer. If I upgrade it for 10 scrap, I can put in 2 engineers. Each engineer will give me a perk of red bullet. When you're fighting a shield enemy, for example, or a giant bear, that's why I call them bears. There's a chance they will deflect. There's even a chance for an egg to deflect your bullet. If you're watching carefully, you'll see a bullet just fly away towards you. It doesn't do any damage, it just flies about a centimeter away from the target. I'm gonna have a name for all of them, and I don't really know if they're gonna be the right names. If you completely exhaust your stamina, it takes a little longer for you to start regenerating while it's flashing red.
The fog is thickening. Let's fall back behind the walls.
We'll talk about the time bar again. At the top of the screen, the breaches spawn units in the middle of the dark purple. The eggs hatch, and the exits or dead ends on the map spawn units when it reaches the light pink. Understanding all this helps me play aggressively, intelligently. The first video I saw was the first playthrough I did, so I was new to the game. I understood some aspects of it, but I was pretty much just going on the fly here. For example, usually snipers are great. I did not think they were very good in that playthrough. Now they were so bad that they got a double damage buff in the patch notes. It says that they did 20 damage before, and now they do 40 damage. That's how bad they were, and I had bunches of snipers. An engineering approach, which is a strong perk. Thing about it is I think people overestimate engineers. They're really quick ranged unit you can get, but their turret spends all its ammo immediately at the first target, which means that if the enemies are staggered at all, your turrets will be on long cooldown before they can fire again.
I'm back. I see you could use more help around here. If you provide me with food, I'll get you volunteers and scrap. Collect the scrap that I brought so I can return to the tunnels for the next batch.
And this does happen. The enemy will spawn bombers, the little eyeball things. They're very fast. They'll rush up to you. Every single turret will shoot and unload all its ammo. And then the other bombers or mutants will just run right up to the wall. The merchant will bring an additional engineer next time, even if he's driving right in front of you. And if you get this before he lands, you will get an engineer. The workshop produces tools every day. Diggers build half as fast as dwellers. Dwellers build half as fast as engineers. Diggers can clear rubble with shovels. Send 2 diggers to make the work go faster. When it comes to tool production, engineers produce tools 75% faster than dwellers. I can identify all this because I record myself doing things, and then I compare that to other footage of me doing other things, just to see what kind of differences we get. Cement factory increases wall durability, decrease damage to walls from explosions. Require engineers to operate, just like the other side except defensive. Mushroom patches will grow as long as there's moss underneath. So if the moss gets destroyed for any reason, such as if you build a wall and then the moss doesn't regrow yet, if it gets hit by fire or an enemy mortar shell, the moss is gone. This is one of the many reasons why I'm going to build very slowly. I don't think it's because I'm a bad player. I think it's because I want food. And I do appreciate all the supportive comments everybody has left for me, but I do agree I probably had too many diggers the first playthrough. I didn't realize that I had pretty much already explored the map, because I felt I needed to scavenge, break obstacles, have frontline soldiers, replace those frontline soldiers. I really thought I was just going to need lots of them. According to my notes, and I'm playing a new patch right now, so it's different. The spawns may be different, but according to my notes, the enemy will spawn 2 mutants from the breach tonight, and then 3 mutants later from the exit. In order to survive that, I need to put at least a dweller there, or just be there myself, and I'm just gonna assign a dweller to it, so I don't have to sit here all night. I've got other things to take care of. 2 mutants will die against the wall, just automatically because of the spikes. The dweller will repair it. 3 more mutants will show up, and then if the wall has been repaired, it can stop 3 mutants.
These outgrowths are very tenacious. We'll have to chop them or burn them.
The average game day is 302.5 seconds. Now, I always pick the 30% faster tools bonus, but 2 dwellers will make a shield in 98 seconds. 2 engineers will make a shield in 56 seconds. 2 dwellers will make a Molotov in 84 seconds. 2 engineers will make a Molotov in 48 seconds. 2 dwellers will make a mine in 117 seconds. And 2 engineers will make a mine in 66 seconds. Mines are deployed anytime during the day, I think. I don't have too much experience with them, but I believe they're stockpiled at night or when capped out.
I got you a volunteer. He's skinny, yes, but sinewy. He's yours for the taking.
So it should hold. Like, I don't know if the spawns have changed, but it should hold. I've taken very careful notes about every spawn that I can take notes on. Breaches on both sides, exits on both sides every day, and it's static. Like, one time I counted something like 22 mutants on day 7. If you don't seal up the breach on the left, you get 22 mutants and 1 bomb. It's not easy to count all the monsters that are swarming out of the gate. You start healing even before the fire is lit, and if you turn around and summon your dude back, you don't have to wait for the full animation, or whatever you want to call it. We'll call it animation canceling. My goal right now is to reach 6 walls so I get the flashbang. And I tried to decide, you know, would I be better off getting 2 walls on the right and 4 on the left, or what? Trying to count how many hits need to be used to clear an object. This is actually just fine. For starters, I'll get barrels this way. That's good. Barrels are always good. All enemies always spawn facing to the right for some reason. You can safely kill 1 egg. So backstab damage is always backstab damage, whether or not you see the backstab text. The backstab text appears probably roughly once in every 4 shots or so. Backstab is 3 damage. Normal front-facing shot is 1 damage. Enemy does not seem to backstab you. If you don't have the time or ability to kill an overgrowth, at least lure the eggs out to attack you. That's why I think the mutants spawning makes the game actually easier in some respects. It means that you don't have to dance around spore pods or anything. But 2 or 3 stalkers on your team at the same time will pretty much just Gatling gun right through all the eggs.
I found another volunteer. He's all yours.
Technology learned. Diggers gather supplies faster. So this is night 3. So tonight there'll be 2 breach mutants that have just now spawned. We'll kill them, and then we'll brace ourselves for the next 3 mutants. It's just like last night. Now I won't be doing this for every night. These guys are the overgrowth mutants. They aren't listed in my static notes. They spawned from that overgrowth right in front of us. So we still have the 3 to go. And here are the 3 exit mutants. So that's how my little notations work. It tells me what the minimum that spawn are, and the rest of it depends on what happens with the growths. Now, I don't know if it's distance or how long you've been around that determines whether or not they attack you.
Huh?
I get you a volunteer. He's skinny, yes, but sinewy. He's yours for the taking.
It's safe to walk around in the dark purple time zone unless it's by an open breach. The ones that you can seal. The ones that are rushing me are actually the breach mutants that I did. You can see that they spawn just at the middle of the purple. 1 shielder and 2 mutants. Technology researched. You can now build more durable walls. I didn't have time to check on the right side today, so these guys are trying to make me pay for that.
I get you a volunteer. He's skinny, yes, but sinewy. He's yours for the taking.
Diggers have a cleave ability, so smashing the overgrowth will also have them hit the mutants. They also stun, so they're really, really good. I just did not use them as effectively as I could have because what the episodes you saw was my first playthrough, and the game was new, or at least to me it was. Cleave, stun, they're really, really good. They are, however, really, really bad at building. The reason I didn't cover this in day 4 was because I fully planned to attack the right side in day 5. So going for it on day 4 was a lesser priority. This does mean, of course, I have to put up with their antics for one night.
Huh?
If I see alien grass but no overgrowth, that means that they'll spawn there the next day. If I see no alien grass whatsoever, I'm good for the next 2 days. The overgrowths are random, but the exit and breach spawns are not. I noticed a lot of people are playing the demo. That's fantastic. The demo is free. You should definitely check out the game. The full game will be priced at $17 US and will eventually include more maps and more heroes. But a lot of people are struggling to survive 7 days. This will pretty much help you out. First off, it is true enemies do typically come from the left. There's a reason for that. Just so you know, overgrowths will randomly spawn throughout the map. Those will always send out monsters when it gets to the light pink zone. Now there's also a breach on both sides of the map and an exit, what I call the exit, on both sides of the map. The breach and the exit on the right side is inaccessible right now because the bridge is not down. On the left side, however, they are available to you right now, and so that's why you're constantly you have 3 different ways enemies can spawn. Plus there's so much more land that way, so more overgrowths can be there. While you're traveling the map, I would suggest trying to keep 4 to 5 people with you to make looting easier. Actually, I joined the Russian Discord so I could try to find names for them. I found some really cool footage, though, of other stuff, of maybe we'll say alpha footage, which I hope is in the game, but maybe they took it out. Such as different upgrade trees, like you can pick certain upgrades using your scrap rather than going a straight linear tech tree line that we are doing now. Things like that. So yeah, it is important that I go over to the left on day 5 because I need to fight off 1 mortar, 7 mutants, and 1 shielder. Again, those are just my names for them. If you don't have the time to attack a base, at least pop the eggs on any one side so you can focus on the other side that day. And nothing's going to spawn from the right. There's nowhere they can come from. Standing at the light is good because you won't get hit at the start of their tackle. This makes it easy to feint around them. Technology research. You can build a warehouse. The merchant will leave more scrap, and the speed of looting scrap near the warehouse is doubled. When you get the upgrade that drops tires in front of your walls, you'll have to stand a little bit further ahead. Alright, break this mushroom for me. Thank you. If you are ever fighting one of these things and it's attacking the wall, don't backstab it. Well, I mean, don't wait for it to fire first anyways. The reason for that is if you backstab it, it's not going to turn around and fight you. It's going to shoot your wall down and then turn around and fight you. You might as well protect your wall. Flash traps. A light noise trap is placed at each wall. The trap is triggered when the wall's health falls below 30% and stuns enemies for a short time. Okay, nothing attacks today other than overgrowth. So when I say nothing attacks, it doesn't mean that I will be 100% safe. Any overgrowths will still launch attacks on you. Eggs will not spawn the day of siege and after siege. Also on day 6, spore launchers have appeared. Repairing the breach takes 18 scrap in this version of the game. Hanging out in the Russian Discord, I think I learned that the breach used to cost more. If you haven't explored to the left at all, by the time you need to seal the breach, there's more than enough scrap on the road just on the way there. So, as long as you can loot with any sort of speed, you will make it by nightfall.
The wooden planks are held in place by spits and baling wire. Mutants won't have any trouble getting through that hole. We need to bring in some engineers and seal this properly. I found another volunteer. He's all yours.
When you build the warehouse, it increases your scrap income for every time the transporter arrives from 5 to 8. I haven't really timed him yet, but let's say that he shows up once a day. In Seasoned and Nightmare difficulties, he will stop transporting people on day 18. But the most important thing is that it acts like a fire barrel, so this is a good point in the middle of your base to quickly rest up, or if you have to, defend from. What we're doing now is we're just going on an outgrowth scout. I'd like to go as far as possible first, just like I do in Siege Survival. Go as far as possible, and then as the danger increases, I start pulling back. And on the right side, looks like there's... yeah, I'm good. I'm done on this side. As long as you get out of the spawning range of the ceiling mutants before the time is in the light pink mode, you'll be fine. We can get barricades. I make about 20 shields and 10 molotovs if I get started off early enough on it. That means 15 scrap. If you can pull it off without losing people, I would imagine you could farm more points by never attacking any of the growths. Let them grow, evolve, and spread more eggs. And then every night they'll send more monsters after you. But every follower that you lose is 1,500 points. In comparison, if you kill 2,000 creatures at the end of the game, you have maybe 5,000 points.
Commander, there's a huge wave of mutants coming from the left. Get ready!
I got you a volunteer. He's skinny, yes, but sinewy. He's yours for the taking. I see you have a warehouse now. Good, I'll bring my scrap.
The engineer's welding animation is slower than the hammer. You can count its tick on the first of the 2 blue pulses. That's this animation cycle. But I believe they contribute the same amount of construction and repair points. Alright, to begin with, there's going to be 5 bombs, 4 shielders, 9 mutants, and 1 mortar. I assume, mathematically it works out, if all 5 bombs hit you, you die, because bombs each do 4 damage. I think that was 5. This flag here serves as a visual indicator of how far you can go. I think it's the 5th wall or something. It's really a garrison point, but I use it to see where I need to stop walking. Because just up ahead is a batch of ceiling mutants. Now remember, any ambush, it only triggers once a night, but they respawn and there's no real reason to make them come out unless you are able to get past them somehow and make progress more than you would if you had just waited for the daytime. So basically you have to be able to kill them fast enough. The commander's just ahead of the mutants on the left wall! Technology research, engines cannot break doors open. Okay, guys, I need you to stop following me. That whole thing was crippling due to army mismanagement. In the old version, that section on the right said barbed wire. It really was just scrap and food. Something like 12 scrap, 12 food. Unfortunately, you can't actually see your population count in this screen. I think that needs to change because this tramp, you can't actually recruit him if your population, if you're at or above your maximum cap. This isn't like the free guy you get from the transporter that is immediately added to your army and you can go 1 over. This is like trying to recruit people at the field kitchen.
I get you a volunteer. He's skinny, yes, but sinewy. He's yours for the taking. Commander, the drifters are unwilling to sign up. They're saying your base has no more room.
Let's go get our revenge. Pretty much everything in the game can be defeated without getting hit. Spore launchers are a little bit random though. About 80% of the time they target you. Sometimes they target your guys though, and it's not because I've run out of range or anything. They seriously just decide to ignore me and kill my dudes. So I don't really bank on 100% going after spore launchers without a shield. You might have to, but still, not exactly a winning recipe to do that. I like that my group runs up like a plague of locusts and just grabs everything.
I found another volunteer. He's all yours. Commander, the drifters are unwilling to sign up. They're saying your base has no more room. There's a ventilation shaft behind this door. Once cleared, it'll be possible to send stalkers to the surface through it to look for fuel. Our base needs fuel. We'll perish without it. What a whopper! Wake up! Get the crap out of your pants and move! Get it upgraded. Electricity will last for a long time, but it's not enough for us to expand our settlement. We need to find another source of fuel.
Can't believe I lost someone already. It's totally a wasted death. I just held on too long. So this is a warehouse. It'll also regenerate you just like your warehouse.